I managed to hold off my Tree of Life. It lives. He's killing lots of wisps here, but I held him off here, and he really has nothing. He's got a grunt. He's got his Farseer. Oh no, did he lose his Farseer? Oh wow, he lost his Farseer trying to get my Tree of Life. I forgot about that. It's been a little while since I played this game. So see here, I lost a lot of wisps. I don't even have enough on gold. I have about 4 wisps right here, and I got about 2 ballistas. And I realized that if I don't push him now, I won't have another chance to. So that really hurt me bad there. But he's not in very good shape either, so... Luckily, here's another thing. I had 2 wisps outside my base mining lumber. Those really saved me also because they allowed me to get extra lumber while I was to repair my Tree of Life, and not only give me extra lumber to produce those couple ballistas when I really needed them. So it's another little tip. Sometimes it's worth it to spread your wisps, even though there's a lot of cheaters these days and things of that such. You can spread your wisps out. Sometimes they'll give you the extra lumber you really need when you really need it. And this game, that really showed there. I mean, I was really about as close as you get to losing my Tree of Life. I think it was at 30 hit points at one point. And I managed to hold off and live. Here he goes. He immediately gets his Farseer up here. So I realize I can't really do all that much here. He's going to load up his burrows. Nothing I can really do. I realize he's probably building... I mean, catapults is the only thing he can really do because he knows he has to hold off my siege push. And he's very smart. He's building raiders over here at the side. Never underestimate raiders. They're very good. People, I don't know why people think raiders are so bad. They're only bad if you're really dealing with piercing damage. And here I'm just trying to use my entangles the most effectiveness. I know he can't fight me with his Farseer and his wolves because my hero on his own can really mess up his hero. There he goes. He's got a catapult. Entangle really works great on catapults. Let me tell you, those things that just shreds them. So basically, he's just trying to hold me off here. He really doesn't have the money to produce very many raiders. He's just trying to get his catapults up, have enough money to hold me off as long as he can. And at this point, I really think he's not doing so well. I think I really have the game here, and he hurts me because I don't realize he has these bestiaries up here, and that kind of sucks. By the way, catapults are twice as good as ballistas. Anyone that says ballistas are too powerful are a fool, and catapults are way better. But as you can see, I entangle one and just immediately go for it, trying to do as much damage as I can to him. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job here. He's trying to repair him, but that just doesn't work very well, especially when they're getting really reamed. And when you entangle them, it works even well. Or it works real well versus him. You can see here, I'm not doing anything. I TP back. A lot of you would say, why do you TP back? Well, quite simply, I have 2 of them. I wanted to get back to my base real fast, heal up, and get back in there as fast as I could. Get some wisps up here to repair my ballistas, and get back into his base real quick. He's already building raiders up here. Not sure if he has the nets yet, but he stopped building catapults. He's going to use raiders to try to stop me. My problem with raiders is they can't stop dryads at all. That is the real flaw behind raiders. See here, my heroes aren't doing so well because I use up so many of my Moonwell health to hold them off early on. Yeah, you see he's using my standard Hunt Dryad combo to try to counter what I believe he's going to be using his grunts and catapults. That's what I figure he's going to use. His use of raiders is intelligent, but it's not going to work out all that perfectly well for him because the reality of the matter is a couple dryads and hunts just sitting in your base. Just have 2 forces. Have your main force, and then have your Hunt Dryad force, and that really works on holding him off. As you see his bestiaries here, I immediately go for it. I'm going to try to take out his production centers. He's going to try to hold me off, but I see he's moving his raiders there. He's going to immediately try to go for my base, do some damage there, but it's not going to work out very well for him. Charges my Keeper of the Grove. It's probably not a good idea for the simple reason that he's not going to be able to kill a ranged hero very well. There you can see, he's got a lot of guys repairing his catapults. That's smart. He goes after my ballistas at the same time. It's just he's making the right moves here. He's not really making a whole lot of mistakes when it really counts. When it comes down to the little units, he's going after my ballistas, but I got guys repairing them too. So you see, we're doing a lot of the same things, despite the fact that our races are so different. And everyone, oh man, that was a big mistake there. You really wasted some time there. But he's coming into my base. And this is going to hurt because right now I don't have any units at my base. Right now, if I had that Hunt and that Dryad up, I would easily be able to do some damage to these guys, and they really wouldn't be able to do much damage to me. But I realized that I have to kill off his stuff, and I TP out. Now this is a problem. I purposely moved my ballistas right next to the rest of my units, so when I TP'd out, that wouldn't have happened. I got totally reamed there, and that was bull. I hate when that happens. That was ridiculous. So basically, I'm losing 2 ballistas right here for no reason. That should have never happened. And it's unbelievable. I mean, that could have cost me the game right there, just off that stupid mistake. That wasn't even really my fault. I don't know why the TP radius was changed, but that's just ridiculous. Anyways, he's already taken out my ballistas. I want to be able to save him. I know that, so I'll give him a big detonate and make him lose some stuff for that. You can see I'm trying to save this ballista, but I don't think I'm going to be able to because he's obviously doing more damage than I'm repairing it, so try to save it here. Maybe I actually do. Nope, he gets this last shot there. Got my ballista. I didn't even get to get his hero. So that really hurt me there. And he's basically in the same hole I am, though. I mean, he lost quite a few of his raiders. He's only got 3 left now. He's getting nets to try to hold me off, and I'm gonna start holding force. You're gonna see me start holding units in my main base to try to stop him from really being able to hurt me with that. See, he's gathering up his raiders, gonna send them to my base. Immediately go into his base. Now I realize the most important thing I can do is take out his burrows. He doesn't have his force here. If I can get a few of those burrows, he won't be able to produce any more units, and that's really gonna hurt him. Because if he can't produce units, he can't harass me with raiders. If he's only got 4 raiders, that's not enough damage to blow up my buildings faster than I can repair them. I know that, so if I can keep his numbers down by hurting his supply, that's my goal. As you can see, he comes back into his base, loses both his catapults, but right now he's really not doing well. All he's got is his hero. He's got 1 raider and his hero here, and he can't really hold his base. He comes into my base, but I have my units up now, and he's not going to be able to hurt this either. I mean, 2 dryads and a hunt, that's really going to go a long way actually towards stopping his raiders. As you can see, he's getting massacred there. There you go, use of entangles. I mean, if he bought Wands of Negation, he might actually have been doing a little bit better. Wands of Negation are pretty good for this kind of stuff. As you can see, I have a lot of wounded huntresses at my base, because even wounded huntresses will go pretty far with Moonwells, and that's such at defending what he's trying to do. As you can see, I also have no town portals, which is a problem, so I'm really pretty cautious about not losing my gold mine. And since I knew I just blew up 2 of his burrows, I know he wouldn't have enough money to produce units. As you can see, he's at 2330 supply. I mean, he's trying to re-get his burrows back so he can rebuild some units. And he really doesn't have much. He's got his hero right here, and that's about it.
Work complete.
At this point, I realize if I keep 1 Dryad 1 hunt and keep producing units out of both my production centers, hit him with my main force, my base will be secure, and he won't be able to do very much to me. And with reduced supply, then I knew he only had 2 burrows and his fortress, or his upgraded, what now is be a fortress, but was his stronghold. It's only 30 supply. I mean, at best, I'll give him like, you know, maybe 6 raiders, and 2 hunts, 2 dryads will easily be able to hold 6 raiders in my main base, especially with the slow poison. That'll cut down the amount of damage he can do. So you can see he's really lacking force here, and I'm not really sure if he knows what to build right now, because, see, I immediately go into his base, and he loads up his burrows real fast, but it's not going to help him. He's not going to be able to counter the amount of damage I'm doing with 3 guys repairing, which is really good, because if he could hold off with just his burrows, that'd be really quite ridiculous in my mind. See, he's having to come back to his base, but there's nothing really to come back to. I mean, he's losing burrows now ridiculously bad. He's coming in with his last few dryads, and at this point, he's really dead. I mean, he's using nets, but it's not going to help him any. I see he's only got 1 burrow. Figure I take out his production centers, keep letting him upgrading. But at this point, he's lost, and he realizes it. So you can see this was a really close game because of a simple mistake. I mean, that may not have very informational value to it, but that simple mistake was also overcome through smart moves and me repairing my stuff at the right times and getting my stuff together. And basically, instead of losing, which is where most people really would have failed at this point, they really would have lost. I came back from an extremely bad situation, which you can only blame on myself because that was all my fault. It's not like anyone forced me to forget my Huntress Hall, and I managed to come back from that. So, you know, any game is returnable. You can always come back from any game, or I'd say most games, and come back to win. That's what happened here when it really mattered. And that's the difference between really good players and mediocre level 25 players is when it really counts, even if they make a big mistake, they really come back and win. And that was the first game. The second game is a much cleaner game, you could say, of me versus BioNod, and that'll be the second one. So I hope you enjoy that.